The end of a tough cycle approaches. Capricorn full moon. We're going to just do some readings today. Thanks for joining me. Hi, my name's BDevine. I hope that this finds you awesome. We're going to be looking at this full moon vibration and the Capricorn energy behind it to see what cycles are closing off in your life. Capricorn is a very, very determined energy. There's nothing that can stop the Capricorn. And the energy of making sure they're actually just releasing some of the stuff they're carrying would make the journey a little bit lighter for them. But this is the same for all of us, is releasing the need to carry everybody's stuff around with us through memory, through thoughts, through trying to figure out motives, and instead focus on what we're determined to do in our future, what we want for our life, how do we see our life going, and trying to understand that when you set your intentions and you try your best not to let your intentions be swayed by everybody else, you will actually start succeeding because you're putting your self first. When you start putting yourself first and you start to recognize your patterns, you will see where things have been going wrong or not as in alignment with, your greatest goals. So let's have a look at some of the moon cards first, and then we'll go from here. This is a time for healing. This is a time to also take action. And this is a personal issue reaching resolution. We are entering now into the Cancerian energy, and the Cancerian energy is focused on the home, mother, nurturing ourselves. It is sensitive. If you are in this energy yourself, you have to learn to have a tougher outer shell. Usually inside you're really mushy like the crab, right? So as you heal and as you start to grow, believe me, the healing process will adjust itself and integrate itself through your life, through the rest of it, because you're going to be adjusting yourself to different circumstances and people and places, situations all the time, ways of thinking. You know how you might have been thinking at age 20 to now. It's completely different. We only have to look back at, exes to see that, right? But anyway, it's a time for healing. Again, just a reminder that I offer some free courses for you, Healing the Healer. Get yourself into the right frame of mind to be doing this work and deepening your skills. And I also have free trials for my larger semesters. They are all online. You can study at your own pace, okay? And really learn some amazing things. So this is a time for you to pull back a little. At the same time, we're taking action. So what does Aries connect with? It connects with the head. It connects with your brain and pushing forth in leadership. So you're taking action with who you are and where you're going. And you're understanding that as you do this, your personal issues reach resolutions. When we see something as already taken care of and we really try our best to understand what triggers our feelings, we can start being more in control with our life. Now, as I do readings for you, please understand that the way that I do it is to connect with you on things that you already know you have to do, things that are part of your soul journey, things that help you to awaken the ancient self who has all of the knowledge within. Although I am very good at, intuitively guiding people and having my psychic abilities fully opened and channeling and all of these things, I always do things with you understanding that this is about you being able to do exactly the same things. And that the more people that start to realize that, this is when we start to see the change on the planet that we want to see. We need to lessen suffering and increase joy, and it has to start with you. This is how we do it, gently. We begin to come into alignment with the joys and the different things that we're grateful for in our life. We start to look at our past with a little bit more compassion for ourselves and who we were at that time and mistakes that we have made or felt that we've made. Just remember that everything is orchestrated not just by yourself, but by the soul contracts that you have with other souls. So all of you are in agreement with these soul contracts. And if you weren't in agreement, you wouldn't see each other on this earth plane. Anyone who's ever been in your life, ever, any relationship, friendship, or whatever, has all been orchestrated by you, them, and everybody else in the spectrum, okay, to connect in some way, good or bad, or fleeting. And we have to just understand that everybody is in agreement with each other. Yes, even the nasty things that happen, there are those who are agitators on purpose. We know a few of those, right? They are your greatest asset and ally in spirit. I know it doesn't seem like it. They're totally against you. They've caused you nothing but grief. But they've done this for a reason. They've decided to put themselves there for a reason. And it either teaches you, which is what it's supposed to do, and brings you into determination and strength and light, or you go into sadness and depression, what's happening to me, and you lose that spark of the divine that you're supposed to gain from the situation. Doesn't mean it's lost forever. It doesn't mean that you have to be stuck forever. And believe me, I went through deep anxiety and depression at the same time for a very long time. So I understand. And it was a deep sadness and also a worry. The worry comes, well, obviously anxiety, and the sadness, depression. So getting out of that and healing myself from these things is why I'm able to teach you. We have to own the life that we want. Things are already on the way. Okay? Yeah, so there's this sensation that you've been under control. There's a sensation here that, there's been some kind of controlling aspect in your life, and maybe this is connected with a relationship. Maybe this is connected with something that you've been in for some time, maybe with regards to work. And there are opportunities here when you start being honest with yourself to turn away from that old energy and bringing yourself into a new arrangement, a new alignment, right? Remember that you do not have to do anything other than acknowledge the soul contracts and karmic ties with people in your life. You do not owe anyone any obligation to stick around either. And this includes, people who have hurt you the most. Maybe they are family members. Sometimes you need to recognize your own power, take it back by dissolving those cords, disconnecting yourself, moving on your own into your own life more deeply. So something has had you under control. You intuitively know what this is, and you have also the sense now to grasp things in a different way and to start to lean into your true self a little bit more. Yes, I know we don't always know what that is or what that looks like. That's the point. We need to let go of having to know everything and instead trusting our pathway and setting it up how we want it to be, using the angels to clear the way ahead of you, right? Being positive, watching our self-talk, activating all of these different things within us that bring us into production, into enlightenment and alignment with our most happiest energy. You've got this. Be compassionate with yourself. Sending love to you all.